So the Bucks trade Khris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, and a first-round pick swap for Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Bolden, and a 2025 second-round pick. So this rumor, last couple days you heard rumblings Kuzma could go to the Milwaukee Bucks, and now it comes to fruition. So Khris Middleton, he's been a great Milwaukee Buck, especially over the last few seasons. They won, obviously, a championship a few years ago, but this year it's been an injury-riddled season for Khris Middleton. So Middleton on the year, 12.6 points a game, 3.7 boards, 4.4 assists, 1.5 threes, and 51% from the field. So now Middleton, he's going to go to Washington, and I believe his fantasy value is going to bump up. Is Khris Middleton, where he's going to get more opportunity. Could be the second option easily over there for this Wizard team, even though I think Washington, they're going to trade some more veterans, or possibly Khris Middleton, he could get flipped in the deal today to tomorrow. But in terms of fantasy basketball, if he stays with this Washington Wizard team, I think Middleton, his points per game are going to go up. Obviously, playing time is going to be up, and the shooting is going to be up. So if he stays in Washington, great landing spot. If he's flipped in another deal or bought out and goes to another team, I don't know if the value will be that great. Now, A.J. Johnson, he's barely played this season for this Milwaukee Buck team this year, where, like I said, barely seen the court, 2.9 points a game, a rebound and assist, 42% from the field. But he might actually get an opportunity to play with this Wizard team, where obviously they're a young team. They're going nowhere this season, and now it's about seeing what the young guys have and obviously trying to get a good draft pick. But in terms of fantasy basketball, I still don't see him carving out a role having value. Now Kyle Kuzma, the big piece in this deal, and they get under the second apron as well, is this Buck team. But Kuzma this season, the numbers are down drastically, 15.2 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.4 threes, and 42% from the field. So points per game is down 7 in 2023-24 to this season, where it's only 15.2. But now he's going to have some motive to win. He goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. But to be honest, I don't think this is much of an upgrade on the court for this Buck team. I'd rather have is a three-point shooter, Khris Middleton. Scoring-wise, it's pretty much similar, even with Kyle Kuzma and Middleton are on their games. But rebounding and assisting the basketball, I would give the edge to Kyle Kuzma. But now this is the Bucks' big three they're going with. Obviously, Giannis, Lillard, or Kuzma added to the mix here. But like I said, maybe Kuzma wasn't motivated. He's on the worst team in the league, and that gets flipped to the Milwaukee Bucks, who every season are a title contender in the Eastern Conference. And Patrick Bolden comes on as well in this deal, where Baldwin this season, he didn't see the court much, 2.1 points a game, a board, and 51% from the field. So in terms of fantasy basketball, I'd like it for Khris Middleton. I think the numbers go up, like I said, if he stays in Washington. And for Kyle Kuzma, numbers could bump up just a little bit, but I don't see the scoring going up much. Obviously, Giannis and Lillard, the top two options on the roster. So a deal that was rumored over the last couple days comes to fruition. Khris Middleton traded for Kyle Kuzma is the big part in this deal. And we'll see if both these players can help their new teams and their fantasy value could go up for the remainder of the 2025 season.